All right, I am recording, so go ahead and just put I'm here in the chat for me. And I have to try to reload that video. I don't know why that's taken forever. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jason, I just got your message. All right, but thank you all for your patience and trying again to get back in. So for starters, I don't know if you saw the announcement. And let's see here. Okay, just looks like 3 of you all have, there we go. If you haven't put I'm here in the chat, go ahead and put I'm here so you get credit for being here today. Going to go ahead and share my screen, and I know if you haven't logged in yet, you have not seen the announcement, but your broadcast kits, let's see, here we are. Your broadcast kits are at Crawford. They're ready for pickup. So your principal has asked that you can go over between 9:30 in the morning and 2 o'clock tomorrow through Friday. Each one of you is going to get a kit. And let me see if I can pull up photo here so you know what you're getting. So I'm really excited about this. Let's see here. And if for some reason you cannot make it, if you don't have like transportation or something, you don't have a family member who can go pick that up for you between now and Friday, let me know. Okay, just send me an email or a message, and we'll figure out how to get that to you. Okay, because that's when they're available, and I'm sure many of you have parents who work and who don't get off work or might not until later in the afternoon, or maybe can't get away on a lunch break. So if that fits you, and I'm not going to be able to get anyone to get over there to get it, please send me a message, and don't worry about it, because I will get the kit to you, even if I need to drop it off at your house. I'm happy to do that as well. So I just want to show you what you're getting. Let's see here. Here we go. I posted this on our Facebook, our Eastside Facebook. So this is when we were putting all the equipment together. So every one of you is going to get a Eastside water bottle. So and that's for you to keep. Why is that not letting him in? Blake's trying to get in here. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Okay, so the water bottle is for, bless her heart, she I think is having trouble, Aubrey. Okay, so the water bottle is for you to keep. So, which those will actually come in handy when we get to come back to school, because as you may have already seen, they've taped off the water fountains, so you can't, none of us can use the water fountains right now, but you can use water bottles, with the dispensing. So if you don't have a water bottle, now you do. So anyway, you can see it has the water bottle, and then it has a tabletop tripod. So you can either like put your phone on it, or maybe a little iPad or whatever you have. Tabletop tripod. And then y'all have maybe seen those ring lights that people are using these days to make yourself look pretty for your Zooms. But you can use it for your Zooms too. But that'll be for your broadcast. And so that's in the box. And then in the little pouch there is a lavalier mic, a little clip-on mic, so we can get good audio. So that is what you'll be getting in your kit. And then you'll see over there to the side, there's a close-up there of everything. And then, and then I made little press pass things. And then on the back of the tags that you're getting, it's just going to have some kind of equipment care, just some little tips about taking care of your equipment that you're getting. Like the lavalier microphone, for example, has a little foam cover that goes on. It's called a windscreen. They fall off easily, so just kind of keeping an eye on stuff like that. And then each one of you will get a big sheet of green butcher paper that you can tape up to your wall. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make a demo video of how to use your kit. Okay, so I might be able to get that done as early as tomorrow. I got to get it, as you all know, if you've looked at IC, I've got to get caught up on your grades. So if I don't get it done tomorrow, I should be, if I don't get it done by tomorrow, it will be done for sure by Monday. Okay. So anyway, that's exciting. I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it as well. So again, if you do not have anyone who can get up to Crawford in the next 3 days to pick up your equipment, then please just let me know so we can make arrangements to make sure everyone gets their mobile broadcast kit. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. So now we are going to, let's see here, go to your rundown. So again, the rundown, as we talked about the other day, is just is putting the stuff in the order that you want to tell it. So with the story ideas that you all pitched to me, I started what we call stacking your show for you. So just want to go over this. I'm going to start with the COVID latest, because that's kind of what the top things that's happening. The U.S. numbers, Kentucky numbers, vaccines. Now, I'm actually going, as soon as we're done with class today, I'm going to get my first of the 2 vaccines. So I'm going to shoot some video while I'm there out at Kroger Field of that. So we'll have video for that. Then the Matrix, we'll do full screen. I threw in, now, while no one had put this in, I thought it fit nicely. And this is just, since y'all had talked about all this in back to school, I thought it might be good to just do some sound bites. And when I say sound bites, that means when someone's being interviewed. So like, if you right now interviewed me and said, Ms. Rauch, what do you think of virtual school? And then I said, well, it's been challenging. It's a different way of teaching and learning, but I think we're making the best of it, but I sure can't wait to get back to school. Me saying that, those 10, 15 seconds, that would be called a sound bite. So I think it would be nice that if we just get, and you can interview people on Zoom, or if you happen to have any siblings or anyone at home, you could interview them with your little camera and if you have a phone camera or what have you. Yes.
Is that for like everyone to do, or like do we all have to pick like a certain one? Like can we all do like a different one?
No, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to assign who's going to write what, because I want you all to write your scripts, and we're going to start it right here to get y'all a feel for it. Okay. But yes, that's a good question. And then the video too, we'll talk about that later. Right now, I want to work on scripts, and then we can figure out who wants to do that. Also, have to look at my schedule. I think tomorrow, Friday, is when I'm having y'all watch these like short 2-minute videos about each position, so we can decide like who wants to be, who wants to edit our show together, even though we're all going to kind of work on it together. So, we got someone else here. Yay, Latonio, awesome. Okay, so good question though. So, and then the bullying in school. So I thought that would flow nicely, because we're talking about how we've been out of school, but then we can go into, with the, return to school, hopefully coming soon, comes the return of a real problem, bullying. So do you see how that gets into that story? And then that then gets into cyberbullies. So hopefully you're noticing a flow, like just one story after another flows into the next one. Then we'll do a little commercial break here. For this, what I'm probably going to do is just pull one of my high school kids. They did public service announcements. So we'll probably just stick one of those in there. And actually, oh my gosh, I just thought of one I had from a couple years ago. I need to find it that was on bullying that was really good. That would be a great PSA to put after we're doing a story about bullying. And then, is it Blake or Jason? I forget who pitched the story idea. Was that Jason about the mobile workouts?
And she was like, "Are you a junior?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, so you can just kind of take this time to explore and figure out what you like to get you ready for next year."
So she wants you to get in all the different clusters and figure out which cluster you want to be in right now?
I already know which cluster I want to be in. But I'm just saying, yeah, she told me I could go whichever one I want.
Someone has their mic unmuted. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Sorry, I accidentally muted myself. So for CMS news team, I'm doing like something about India. So what if we also do something like global?
Absolutely.
Vaccines what about the vaccines like around the world? Like how are the vaccines?
Oh, if you've already got that kind of information, I'm all for that. So was that Ahana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So did y'all see what she did? This is a working document, but now that she has seen it in the rundown, she identified something that she's aware of because she's also working on something else. And she's like, oh, I think that would fit in well there. So that's what we're doing here. This is a working document here in the next few days that if you come up with something that you think would fit well. So, so you said, Hannah, was your angle on that about the vaccines in other countries?
Yeah.
Okay, so she pitched that. So what we would do is put that in after vaccines in the US because that flows. We wouldn't put it, down here after virtual school because it wouldn't fit there. Even though it's still about COVID, it's hyper specific. So what we would do is we would go up here and we're going to put in a row below and then we'll just call it global shots. And then she will put the information, she'll type up a little script about that. So wonderful contribution. Thank you. Other than that, I think that is a nice first block, which we call, you'll see over here, A. Blocks are the segments. So you have A block, then commercial, B block, then commercial. We're probably just going to do 2 blocks to get started. But eventually, I want us to get by the end of our time together, get like a nice, feeling ambitious, maybe 25-minute show. Ahana, how long are y'all's shows at Crawford, the broadcasts y'all do?
Around maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, wow, that's impressive. So we're going to start out short, but yeah, I'd love us to build to like a 22-minute show, which that's what a newscast runs, because even though it's in like 5 to 5:30, they have commercial breaks. So about 20 to 22 minutes is about what like a professional show is doing. So that's what I would love for you all to build up to by the end of our time together. So Blake, was the mobile workout you, or was that Jason?
That was not me.
Okay. Might have been Jason. So what's that? Who was it?
It was me.
Okay. So so you will obviously be the one to write that because you know what it is. So did someone say something? Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let me just finish what's here in the rundown. Mobile workout, positive behavior. I forgot who pitched that. New anime season, dog, the copycat dog, funny story to end. So let me go over now to our scripts. Let's see here.
Sorry, I had another idea.
No, please.
What if we put like a small, like just because there's not much information about it, what if we just do like a small piece where like about the new strand of COVID where you get like amnesia or something? I think
Okay.
it's
Okay, and actually, look at that video, still trying to, that's almost been an hour. So let's see, Kentucky, so US numbers. So anyone else can chime in. Ahana brought it up, so she might already in her mind have an idea, but if anyone else has an idea, where, so she's talking about how, and maybe y'all have heard this or not, that we had the one strain of it, but now there's this other strain that they're actually saying is worse. And so you might be treating one, but now there's this other strain. It's just like the flu, you know, we hear every year there are different variants of it. So where, looking at that rundown, where would you put that story? Where do y'all think it would fit well?
I think it would be good, like right underneath COVID's latest, or it could be COVID's latest.
Okay, so kind of set the whole thing up. I like it. Anyone else have thoughts on it? Okay, so let's go back over here. And you all, if you're feeling, those of you who've never done this, which is most of y'all, which is why you're in the class, don't feel, Ahana's been doing this already. So she's a little bit more familiar with what the process here. So don't at all feel like, well, why? Because she's more familiar with it. But most of you, that's why you're here. So and it all makes sense, and especially when it comes together and you can see what it started out on paper versus what it looks like in production. New strain. All right, so with that, so the question, let me go ahead and cover this because the question was asked. So whatever you all, if you're already looking at this and you recognize, oh, there's the story that was my idea, I want you to write that. So let me show you really fast. Let's see, Crawford. Oh, I don't think Crawford, I don't know if I actually had started. Nope, I need to go in and start it. So I haven't started it. So what I'm going to do right now is show you the high school guys, what they've been working on. So, okay, can you see that says, hello, welcome? Y'all see that? Yay.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Who has a question? Go ahead.
When are we going to start recording ourselves talking about this?
So we have to write the scripts first. So that's a great question. So like, that's why I want you all today and tonight to be, if you recognize yours, go ahead and start writing. Now, what I expect is going to happen and what I want you to kind of do, just write what you know right now. Like, you know, like let's say for the workout, the Liberty Road workout, just write in there what you know, there's a word, and write what you know. Then tomorrow when we come in, then we'll kind of look at it and kind of fine tune it a bit to fit for the broadcast. But so So step one, and I'm going to recap all this. I'll write it down in bullet points in Canvas for you. If you see your story in there, and I'll go back in and look to help identify, you go ahead and write what you know about your topic, okay? Then tomorrow, we're going to look at it all together. Now, here is a sample. This is what my high school kids have done. So here's, one person's going to say, there's some good news to report when it comes to COVID numbers in Kentucky. The daily positivity rate is dropping. Well, that's good news. The impact on Kentucky families has been devastating. There are more than 349,000 cases, more than 36. That should be 1,000. Wouldn't that be lovely if it was only 36? So you see how it's scripted. The point being, you want short sentences. You don't want to go on and on and on and on, because think about that. If you're an anchor and you're having to read in this like long sentence, you're going to get out of breath and it's not going to sound good. So short sentences is the key. But as I said, when you see your story in there, just write what you know, and we'll worry a little bit more about doing that together. So I will create a document, and I will kind of put the stories in there in the order that they're in the rundown. And then when you see yours, just go in there and type. Secondly, and this is getting into the jobs and the question that was just asked, when we're going to record. So tomorrow, we're also going to talk about the different jobs. So I've got anchors. So I'd like 2 people to be thinking about, and I'll ask you more tomorrow, who wants to be on camera, recording, talking? Hello? Who was that? Whoever that was, are you okay? Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault.
Okay. I was like, is someone okay? Okay. So just glad someone's okay. I lost my train of thought. Jobs. So whoever wants to be anchors. So I'm going to need at least 2 anchors, but maybe we could have someone, be like maybe if Hannah wants to just do like a whole reporter as the health segment, or maybe I think the workout thing could almost be like a sports or something.
I'd love to do that.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to actually put a section in there. I'm going to put notes where you can go ahead and put notes like what you think you want to do. Okay, and then after that, well, not everyone, and we're going to rotate. So if you think you want to try anchoring, but you don't get to this time, plenty of opportunities. Ideally, I'd love everyone to try every little position once. And then when you find, hopefully you'll find something you love. So like today, my high school kids, they're a couple days ahead of you in the process. And, I have one girl, she already loves editing. She's like, I love to edit. And so she's like, can I edit the show? So I'll need someone, a couple people to edit. If there's I'll go ahead and tell you this, if there are any of you all out there who like to make graphic designs, like using GIMP or Pixlr, or if you have access to Photoshop and you or even Adobe Spark, you can make them, and want to make any graphics, like a health graphic, a COVID graphic, a bullying graphic, like something that we can add in the show. That's a job. If you're kind of more of that artistic that you want to add some graphics, that's something that someone can sign up to do. So there are lots of different roles that we can do. Now, when we're in person, there are even more roles. So we got studio camera operator, all that. So, but while we're doing it this way, just some roles, but not as many. So let me think here. I think that's.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
but,
go ahead.
Will we make our own Google Doc to type in our script, or
Nope.
will you have one?
It's going to be, I'm going to create one that everyone shares because it's one big long script. So everyone will go in and type in your section. So if you're doing the
Yeah.
yeah. So it's all, yeah, good question though. It's all one thing, so copy that. And I'll make sure to put that in the instructions as well.
All right.
So good.
When can we pick up our kits?
The kits are, let's, before I answer that, any other questions about, and I'll summarize all this in print in Canvas. Any other questions about what you're doing between now and tomorrow? Okay, good. So kits, let's put that up one more time. They're over there right now, although it's almost 3. So, well, plus they said today's, good grief, I'm gonna have to just, not video. Let's go back to announcements. So they are available tomorrow through Friday between 9:30 in the morning and 2 o'clock. And so if you know, like, oh gosh, parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, like no one's free to go swing by. The front office knows that y'all will be coming by to get these. If you know that you can't, there's no one that can fit that, because those hours are a little, with people who work, you might not be able to get over there. But if that's you, just send me a message and we'll get the kit to you. Okay. So talk to your families, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncle, no one can get it. Let me know. Go ahead.
So what are we writing these scripts? Like, what are they supposed to be about?
Well, what's in the rundown. So, so we have, let's see, and the rundown is in the module. Let me make sure I had that published. So those are and again, as I said a minute ago, if you, do I have your script there? Nope. Okay, I do need to add that. So if you, like Ahana today, saw something like that she thought we could add, you are welcome to go in and add something. If you think there's something else, you came up with another idea and you're like, oh, wait, I think we should add that in there. Go ahead and type it in there, add it in there. I'll make sure that I have this document that you're able to type in it. But feel free, you all, this is a team work and document. But I don't know who asked the last question, but if you see the story that was your story that you pitched, you go in there in the script and just write the information about it. And again, right now, don't worry about formatting, just write what you know. Okay, awesome, Ishmael. Sweet.
I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Ahana.
What time will we start filming, and what time will this be? Like, how will we post it or show it to people?
Yep. So I have a class, an Eastside Media Arts YouTube channel. So that's where we post our stuff. But Ahana, you all have your own channel too, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it would be nice if we put it on both. You obviously, we want to get, is it McGuire? What's your teacher's name?
Jeremy McGuire.
McGuire. Okay. Yeah, I was right. So we'll probably, we'll want to ask him to make sure it's okay with him. I'm sure it will, because it's your work. But I think it would be neat if we posted on both. We will talk about recording it, because that's why y'all are going to get these kits. And so you're just going to use those of you who are anchors, or if you're a reporter, you're just going to use your computer like this. So that's why we've given you're going to get the big piece of green paper, so you can tape it up to a wall. And again, I'm going to make you a little video how to do all this, but you'll tape it up to the wall. So you'll literally be sitting like this in front of your, just like this, in front of your computer or Chromebook, whatever you have. Put the piece of green paper behind you, and, let's say you're doing the, new anime. So if you're the person maybe doing arts and entertainment, it's like, there's a new season of anime coming out I'm so excited about. Let me tell you about. You're going to read your little thing here, but then when we edit it, because we've shot it on a piece of green paper behind you, we can drop in a background. So that's how, even though y'all will all be recording it at home on your computer, the people who are the anchors this time will be able to put in the same background, so it will look like You're at the same location. Okay. So once tomorrow so we still have 2 more days. That's good. Once tomorrow we figure out the scripts, tomorrow we'll figure out who's going to, and a lot of it might determine like who's got their green kit. But we might even wait until, I think we'll probably carry this over and maybe aim to have it shot through the weekend. So you'll probably have through the weekend to shoot it, and then we can start editing Monday. But we'll kind of play that by ear. Okay, great questions. Are there any more questions? Any more? Okay, well, as I said, I'll put a recap in there because I know that was kind of like a lot of information thrown at you. And again, just the main thing for tonight, if you recognize one of your scripts, and when I put in the actual script thing, as I said, I'll go back and see who pitched what and try to put your names by it to help make that a little bit easier for you. And then otherwise, we'll just see you back here tomorrow, and we will work on assigning like who might need, if we need anyone to shoot some video, or decide what kind of positions that you all want, if you want to be an anchor, reporter, editor, that kind of thing. Okay. All right, you all. Well, thank you so much for coming. And otherwise, I'll just see you tomorrow, okay? Let me know if you can't get those kits and we'll get them to you. Bye-bye.